This is not a tale of yesterday. This is a tale that walks beside us. It is the story of Abeni, whom the river could not drown, whom iron could not break, and whom destiny itself could not deny. May the Orishas witness our words. May memory never fail us. Before men argued over crowns, the Orishas argued over balance. Ogun, Lord of Iron, spoke first. Men have learnt war but forgotten honor. Ocean, Mother of Rivers, replied, they have learnt power but forgotten mercy. Sango, King of Thunder, struck the sky. Then let justice be born among them. Oya, Keeper of Storms and Endings, smiled. Every age ends, let a new one begin. So, the gods chose a child, not born to comfort, but to conflict. Oyojanla was a kingdom so great that travelers measured their journeys by it. Its walls were black stone, its gates were iron, its throne was carved from metal falling from the sky. It was said the throne could feel lies. It was said it remembered blood. The kingdom was guarded by Queen Mother Sadia, sworn to protect the royal line until the rightful king rose. Two princes grew beneath her gaze. Abeni Adekunle, the firstborn, whose strength bowed to kindness. Dada Balogun, the second, whose mind sharpened like a hidden knife. Even as boys, the land leaned toward Abeni Adekunle. When war came from the dry plains, Abeni Adekunle led the army. Before battle, he knelt and touched iron to earth, calling on Ogun. He fought like thunder giving flesh, but when enemies fell, he lifted them. The soldiers said, we would die for him without command, and the land listened. Among the captives was Zainab, daughter of a fallen kingdom. Her back did not bend, her eyes did not lower. When the court mocked her, Abeni Adekunle stood between insult and injustice. Oshun's river flowed gently that night. Love was born, not quietly but defiantly. Tradition demanded Zainab submit. She refused. Words became fire, fire became offense. Queen Sadia saw rebellion, not truth. Dada Balogun fed the wound with whispers. The Orishas watched in silence. Dada Balogun was crowned. The Iron Throne screamed. The earth trembled. Too late, Queen Sadia understood her mistake. She summoned Katampe, the blade sworn to the crown. Save my son, save the unborn. But fate demanded payment. Katampe killed Abeni Adekunle with tears on his blade, so the child might live. That night, Sango did not strike thunder. Zainab fled, wounded and haunted. At the Omiayon River, life and death met. She gave birth as waters rose. The child did not cry. The river bent. An old healer, Sola, took the child. Lightning marked the stone. The gods had spoken. She named him Abeni. Abeni grew with laughter and strength. He lifted stones others could not move. He fought storms like playmates. But dreams followed him. Thrones of iron, faces he did not know, a crown that burned. Dada Balogun ruled through fear. He built statues of himself. He chained dissenters. The land grew quiet, but not peaceful. Queen Sadia lived as a prisoner of regret. From the hills came Amara, servant of Oya. She spoke of rebellion. She spoke of truth. Abeni followed her. The climb to destiny. The waterfall tested him. The river challenged him. Ogun hardened his bones. Oshun carried his breath. At the summit, destiny remembered its name. Listen well, for this is important. Abeni was not only a man's name. After these events, it became a title. Among the people of Oyojanla, to call someone Abeni meant one whose strength serves others, one whose courage bends toward justice, one whose life is heavier than iron. Just as some names become gods and some gods become stories, Abeni became the word for a hero greater than fear. Before he wore a crown, Abeni proved the name. He broke the iron wheels without killing the guards. He lifted the gate of the southern prison alone, holding it while captives fled. He stood before charging war beasts and forced them to kneel. The people whispered, "He fights like Ogun, but loves like Oshun." Songs began before the crown ever touched his head. The Orishas did not give Abeni victory freely. They tested him. Ogun asked for rage, Abeni offered discipline. Oshun asked for mercy, Abeni gave forgiveness. Sango demanded justice, Abeni chose truth over blood. Oya demanded change, Abeni accepted loss. And so the gods stepped aside. Let him walk as a man, for he has learnt what even gods forget. The war did not come all at once. It came in 3 breaths. First breath, the walls. Abeni uprooted iron stakes and used them as spears. He turned ladders into bridges for the wounded. Second breath, the city. He rang the great bell himself, calling citizens to courage. He fought surrounded, yet never alone. Third breath, the throne. Before the iron seat, destiny closed its circle. Dada Balogun laughed at the gods. Abeni answered with silence and action. Thunder did not strike, it watched. Dada Balogun fell beneath justice, not hatred. Abeni, greater than a king. When the crown was offered, Abeni hesitated. He said, "If I sit, who will stand for the people?" So the elders declared, "Then let the throne serve the name." From that day, the king ruled, but Abeni protected. Every ruler after swore, "I rule by the law of Abeni." A question still stands. Was Abeni a man or a god? He was what a man becomes when he listens. And so, by rivers and fires, the story is taught. That strength without mercy is noise, that power without justice is dust, and that when the world forgets balance, another Abeni will rise.